Geek Out! Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And we are finishing our celebration of 50 years of Star Trek this week with a commentary for Star Trek Beyond.
Nope.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'm so fucking ready. I'm so goddamn ready to end this shit.
I went into this commentary series saying, I do like how Star Trek built it. And then I'm like, no, dude, Star Wars is the better fucking motherfucker.
Let's start it.
Anybody else got
Less
anything
time,
to say
the
about
closer
this?
we're at.
Out of all the J.J. Abrams movies, or the Abrams verse to include Star Trek Beyond, this is my least favorite. So
This was my favorite until Beyond happened.
there you go.
So let's see how much it holds out, because I haven't seen it in quite like a year or two.
I feel like this is the first time I'm going to see it since theaters.
Same.
Yeah.
So, without much further ado, Chris, set us up.
We are watching the Blu-ray release of this movie. You should be good with whatever version you have because fuck it. we have.
There was no laser disc.
No, unfortunately. We have it start. We have the movie set and ready to go. The counter is at all zeros, so make sure you have that set. And then I will give you a countdown and tell you to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. I feel like that is the fastest intro we've ever done for a movie.
Thank Christ. Did that say 2 hours and 17 minutes?
It might have.
It's 2 hours and 3.
That's fine. In Star Trek
and titles.
Yeah,
too.
in Star Trek world, that's normal.
I'm going to make no bones about it. I'm about to open a bag of chips. Sorry
Whatever,
for
man.
the audience at home.
Hey, it's a party, dude. We're almost
Also,
done.
I added Jack to my Coke, so...
Woohoo! Almost done.
And I was very upset that the 7-Eleven we went to before recording this did not have the Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Boo on you. Peter Weller's in this.
Oh, is he? Is
Yeah.
he, Jake?
So's Alice Eve.
Well, yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, of course.
I do remember, doesn't he, fuck up a bunch of Klingons?
Yes.
That scene's toy. The Klingons look pretty cool, too, because they don't look, stupid.
Now, visually, I love this opener. I don't know what it is, but all the red is just lovely. I'm not crazy about this camera shot, though.
Yeah. I do like the color scheme here. They wanted to come up with a visually impressive sequence for the Enterprise, like in the previous film where it goes through the rings.
Sorry.
Well, remember how they go through the rings of Saturn in the first one?
Yeah.
They're like, let's have it rise from the ocean, even though it could be orbiting. So it rises.
Even though it can't... It has
Kylo
to orbit.
Yeah.
Ren.
I mean, they make a big deal about how the Enterprise can't, what's
Was
the
that
word?
necessary?
But yeah, it's a spaceship. It's not it's not supposed to break orbit.
The ozone.
Yeah, but it does.
It's just one of those things where, wouldn't it look cool? And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean it should be.
That suit is metal. I mean, but it's cool.
Literally.
Yeah. It looks like Silver Centurion, kind of, but not that. It's kind of got the Lethal Weapon 2 opening.
Just right into the action.
That's right. They haven't, while we were away, they kept going on adventures.
If I remember correctly, one of the things I do like about this film is that it's tonally more consistent than the last one. But then the third one's tonally more consistent than either of the first two.
Yeah. It's like as they keep progressing, they keep realizing, if we just have one main driving force, we make a better film.
Yeah, we don't need to force the humor as much.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still going to do it, but not as much.
We're going to do it just a little better.
We can have an actual good comedic writer help out with the punch up.
Yeah, we're not going to have a random like sequence in the engine room with Scotty underwater. Now we're going to put the entire Enterprise underwater.
And Scotty complained about it still.
Yeah.
I will say that like the main quarrel I always had with this movie was just how annoyed I was at the whole like, oh no, Benedict Cumberbatch, he's not Khan. What are you guys talking about? He's whatever the other stupid name they gave him was.
John Harrison.
Sure. Yeah.
So I watched this movie like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I waited to watch it with us. But yeah, like
I wanted a refresher.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, like I feel like possibly unfairly just shit on this movie because I don't like the way that they were like, no, he's totally not Khan. We'll see.
Abrams said that was one of his big regrets with the film. He was just like, why did we try to give him the runaround?
Because everyone still does that. Ever.
Because it's a surefire way to heat things up when all we want to do is cool them down.
Makes no goddamn sense.
But damn, does it look good.
Again, that's their thought process. That's the thing. There's a lot of cool things, but it's like, if you think about it, it's one of those movies where the more you think about it, the more you're like, well, what the fuck?
Think less, look more.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Norton's going to shoot his new special in D.C. On October 7th in the Lincoln Theater.
We'll be in New York.
Sorry, Jim Norton.
So I guess we won't see him at
We'll have to watch it on Netflix.
at the Comedy Cellar.
Dead. Paper mache man. They say it.
Every time I look at that scene, I try to find all the things they didn't want you to focus on.
Ooh. Isn't what they're doing breaking the prime directive? Isn't that what Spock was saying earlier?
Yeah. I mean, because they're altering the natural course of this planet. He's about to do like the solid snake pose. Which is to say that.
Brazil!
Or the Willem Dafoe in Platoon. When the squibs didn't go off, but they kept it in anyway. Oh. God, they look terrible. Just annihilates all of them.
Oh no! Remember, in the last film, they could beam from like a different planet on the Enterprise at full warp, but they got to be close to that goddamn volcano.
Inconsistent.
It's much, much cooler.
I think he's steaming.
And she broke it.
There's a deleted scene after this that would have had Kirk leave his captain's log, which was like, it was a trip. The trip to Nibiru was uneventful. And then you find out that Spock's report completely reveals the truth.
The end. Well, it's been an amazing 12 fucking movies. What have I learned? Nothing, really. I don't plan on watching these ever again. Peace and love. Peace and love. Bye.
What is it that Jericho says? Peace, love, and hugs?
Is that what it is?
I think
I haven't listened to one of his in a while. I'm remembering this movie now. Mega City, not 1. 3, 2.
Oh.
It's a fucking car commercial.
How many mega cities are there?
3. If I remember correctly. There's also Hondo City. Floating. This is like a really stupid commercial.
So since I'm not good with star dates, does that mean this is in the past or present, quote unquote, present day?
Would be relative past for them. Kirk would still be around 28, maybe. Here's your Velveteen Rabbit. Drive Mitsubishi.
It just zooms in on her wedding ring and it's a Zales commercial. Doctor Strange?
Sherlock?
Khan!
I remember
Roll
like
credits.
when he says, "I am Khan."
How is Beastie Boys a fucking staple in...
They really like their classical music.
I guess. Spock, I'm telling you, I was having a threesome with these hot, like, cat women.
I was saying, remember when he says, "I am Khan," and nobody in the audience did shit?
Yeah.
I always joked that I was like, I knew it was Khan, and I had like seen maybe 2 Star Trek movies in my life. Of course, one of them being Wrath of Khan, and the episode was inspired.
I'm not crazy that they're in this movie. Their like dress uniforms are more like just traditional contemporary naval.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have uniforms already. We've seen them. They're gold, blue, and red.
Yeah,
we see them wear that all the time on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if we're exploring Exurb, they would just sit there and watch that planet explode and be like, "Well, we learned a lot," and then fly away.
Yeah, it's like almost like National Geographic on an interplanetary scale.
They're just documentarians with like a load of cameras and people flying the ship. Yes. This is in case you haven't seen the first film.
Yeah.
Until you possibly meet him and he asks for your starship.
I feel like this plot line was really created in response to everybody complaining that Kirk got the Enterprise too easy. By kind of having Pike himself be like, well, you got it too. Like, he's like, you're not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
I just noticed his sideburns. Jesus Christ. Also, like, dude, what did you expect when you enlisted Kirk into Starfleet? Like, this is what you wanted from Kirk. And now you're like, but I follow rules now. Glad he dies in this movie. He dies, right?
The both of them do,
Yeah.
technically.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then they cure death, and they're like, well, we never have to worry about death in a Star Trek movie ever again. They're actually like Bruce Greenwood.
It's the old Superman, Death and Return of Superman.
Yeah, but if they had a plot device they could theoretically use for the rest of forever, that would cure apparently everything.
Yeah. Not everyone has a Kryptonian, like, Matrix sleep chamber.
Not even New 52 Earth Superman.
No, he definitely doesn't. We know that. Because the one who did survive being dead finds it. Or finds out he doesn't have it. Are you reading the Action Comics Superman?
I'm not actually reading any Superman books right now. The number of DC books I'm reading, not counting Vertigo, are Batman, All-Star Batman, Flash, and Wonder Woman. And Nightwing. That's it.
Is All-Star Batman a different story every issue?
Nope. All because the first arc is, I mean, at least based on the first issue, the only issue that's come out so far is.
I think
because it ends on a.
I ask because I've seen like 5 covers of All-Star Batman #1.
Oh, well.
All in the same area for like the new one, but all spread out.
Yeah, I mean they're all. I mean it's shipped over 350,000 copies in its first weekend, so it's like DC knew is huge, so they came up with like a shitload of retailer incentive like variant covers.
Look at me. I think I'm reading. There it is. It's spinny camera. I think I'm reading 9 DC books. Most of them are Superman related. face. Take your cover off indoors. There you go, you man.
I feel like Section 31 is created in Deep Space Nine, the kind of like top, either that or Next Generation, the top secret branch of Starfleet.
I'm trying to remember where I know this guy, because I remember when I saw the movie, I was like,
Doctor
"Oh, hey,
Who.
it's that guy." That's right. He's
Mickey.
yeah, Mickey from Doctor Who. Useless boyfriend character.
Yep.
He's the tin
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah. They do develop him quite a bit, especially going into the second season, like under Tennant. But
And
yeah.
and then when they give him Martha?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they
Yeah,
pair
they get
her,
married,
when they
yeah.
pair them up.
Yeah, that's one hell of a class ring.
It's the Phantom's ring.
I have to do that with ice balls every fucking time. It's the only gimmick this bar has.
Ooh, Pike blocked.
I will take a famous ice ball whiskey, please. Anything else, sir? Nope, that's it.
We have good wings, sir.
Yeah.
You don't have to get ice balls with them.
Thank you for visiting Ice Ball Whiskey. No one ever gets the wings. Again, hey, if you haven't seen the first one.
What do you think Iowa Cup is during this?
Kicking ass and not sitting in a bar being a dick. Iowa Cop's like in Iowa. I'm hoping. Although that's an identity crisis.
Maybe he's gotten a promotion. Maybe he's Iowa detective.
I kind of like him to be like still a cop, just like on that bike, wah, 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 and just pulling over kids who are like driving around like fucking maniacs. Who are you?
Yeah, it's more commonplace in Iowa than you'd think.
Yeah.
So you're in your headcanon, he's more of a Judge Dredd character, like at the end of the Stallone movie, where they're like, "You could be head judge, whatever the hell." He's like, "I'm
Yeah.
a street cop."
Yeah,
Hershey.
no chief judge for. He's been offered it before. Hershey becomes chief judge, actually. Where's the big C on her chest? Or is it J? It's J. Here's your ice ball whiskey. Once again, sir, just to remind you, we're having a half-off sale. No fucking wings.
I don't
Get them
even
in my
know.
sideburns.
I don't even know why we bother having a menu.
Yeah.
No one ever orders off of it.
Yeah. But I will take a side of blue cheese. Sorry, we only have ranch here at the Ice Ball Whiskey House. We're
Oh,
leaving.
so they do get text messages with those things.
Suit up. Suit up. He's Batman after all, I guess. That makes sense. He's no Jeremy Sisto. But seriously, Jeremy Sisto is like young Peter Weller voice, which is great. Speaking of Peter Weller, aren't we going to meet him soon? What did he think Spock was going to do, though?
I mean, he says as much. He's like, I assumed you'd help me after I saved your life. And he's like, well, I was immeasurably grateful.
Yeah,
But I assumed that you would tell the truth in your mission report.
exactly. So, like, what is Kirk doing? I was going to talk more with Ice Ball Whiskey House, but I'm done. You guys been to the Ice Ball Whiskey House? No. You know who likes the wings there? Spock.
He would.
Yeah.
The heart of this story very much is Kirk-Spock friendship, like them figuring out their friends.
Yes. Sweet God, yes. Wait, we realized we watched we watched 2009 last time, didn't we? Mm-hmm. I was saying because we would have knocked out 2 Peter Weller movies back to back.
In a row, yeah.
Listen to that voice. There's 2 Batman actors in this. Voice actors. There's one of them.
And very, very tiny printed text underneath that, I'm not gone.
Yeah. Like if Peter Weller yelled at me for something, I'm pretty sure I would just collapse into myself like the Yellow Wasp or whatever. Yellow Jacket? Yellow Wasp, Jesus. From Ant-Man.
Now, in the original series run where they very first ran across Khan, where would this be within that series' timeline for
He's
Khan?
still floating out there. Yeah, he's still on the Botany Bay. They explain it that after the destruction of Vulcan, they start to aggressively kind of...
Arkham Origins.
Yeah, they aggressively fan out into deep space and they
the
find the
fuck
Botany
outta
Bay, and that's how they recovered him.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why he shows up much earlier, years earlier in the timeline.
Right.
Oh, Batman actors talking to each other.
Oh, Batman's challenging Batman.
Don't be shy. Perfect timing, scrub.
And then wait for me to say that. And then make themselves known.
Whoa. I wonder if Jeremy Fitzgerald is the stuntman in this movie. AKA I will cop. Let us find out.
Another 10-minute long Jeremy Fitzgerald tangent.
I'll have to actually show you the email I sent to him.
Yeah.
It's long. Hey. Hey, man.
Oh, what a great Batman.
You have to elbow drop the wall to get it to open.
What year was this again?
2013.
Very difficult to elbow drop something that's perpendicular to the floor.
So no stunts for him in this film.
Well, clearly there were no stunts in this movie anyway.
No.
Hence, no need for...
He was doing Family Tools, one episode, as Angry Driver, and he played Tough Guy number 2 in Grimm.
Kind of looks like an assault rifle from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I was going to actually say. Yeah.
A lot of this kind of looks like it's from Mass Effect.
Let's see what he
A third movie is practically Mass Effect.
I feel like this is basically like the... Yeah. I feel like this is basically like Thane's loyalty mission in Mass Effect 2. You're just not on top of a construction yard.
Yeah.
If you've never played Mass Effect 2 before, listeners, play Mass Effect 2.
I was about to say I'm so lost because I've never played Mass Effect
2.
Any of them.
That was just takeout from the Iceball Whiskey House.
I always found it weird that he decides to mind meld with Captain Pike too. He's like, "You're dying. Let's find out how that feels." It's like, well,
Not good.
He's like, wow, this isn't puppy dogs and rainbows and sunshine.
You could be giving me CPR, but instead you're just melding with my mind. Sorry, his mouth is agape.
Yeah, if you're wondering what those like really fucking random sounds are, that was what we were going for.
Good old random sounds, Nolan. All my impressions start off with "heh," just to get me in the right mood.
There's no crying in Starfleet.
God!
This movie is again, I haven't seen it since the theaters. This movie is like a spectacular bore so far.
Yeah.
Like really nothing. I mean, granted, someone just died, a major character died on screen, but like people just shifting the blame, and they're just going like, yeah, but I don't feel emotion, and setting up just it being a like. How do you guys feel like as like actual Star Trek people, like the fact that it is just the Wrath of Khan in the end?
I mean,
and they flip it.
As much as I shit on it for being that, there is like more stuff going on. I mean, that payoff of Kirk dying, there isn't really much of it.
Do you like Spock, like the roles reversed? Is that a cool thing?
Again, there isn't a
do.
lot of payoff, and not to mention they completely undercut it by resurrecting Kirk immediately.
Yeah, not even giving it half a movie like they did in the original series.
Or or even giving him to the end credits.
Yeah. No, I remember that being another like point of disappointment for me because I'm like
Single tier Kirk.
That would have been a weird third movie. Star Trek: The Search for Kirk.
yeah. Let's just do it in the middle of the courtyard. That's a nice touch. All the flags were at half-mast.
Yeah, that was.
And going back to the first film again, he used Scotty's formula from the first film to get himself all the way to the Klingon homeworld.
Yeah.
And yet they couldn't get Spock out of a fucking volcano.
Also, they're like, it's the one place we can't go. And it's like, really? Because he just did it, and you have the device, so you could do it, right?
Yeah.
Good thing you've got the transwarp teleporter, so you don't have to bring a ship there.
Because fuck having the Enterprise in a Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes, but...
Yeah, not to mention, again, come on. You have the device.
I like whenever, I don't know if he says it in this movie, I can't remember, but I like whenever Weller says son in The Dark Knight Returns. It's so fucking great. You don't get it, son. This isn't a mud pit. It's an operating table, and I'm the surgeon. He just fucks up that mutant.
He dusted.
He dusted. He also says, I am the law, in a moment where, like, everything great comes together. Peter Weller, who plays RoboCop, voicing Batman in The Dark Knight Returns, quoting Judge Dredd. Tonight, we are the law. I am the law. And I'm like,
I would love to have Peter Weller voice Judge Dredd in an animated
oh, yeah.
21
No, for
AD.
real. He'd be fantastic.
Dead or alive, he's coming with you. Say it. Look at how blue his eyes are. You think that's like digitally augmented? There's no way. Like it's like
all
he's
the colors I feel like are like Kirk's eyes.
Yeah, it's like they're eating the spice from Dune.
I don't know. But maybe does Alice
It's a movie
Eve...
with Sting.
Well, yeah. Does Alice Eve have blue eyes? Because they're related.
She's actually heterochromatic. Unless they give her colored contacts.
So is one of her eyes blue?
Yes.
Speaking of Dredd.
There's two Dredds in this movie.
There's
Kind
two Dredds, two Batmans.
And two of them are Peter Weller.
Yeah.
But only one peg.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's a big 2000 AD fan. That's cool. Everyone just gets reinstated because they're like, please. So if it's like, okay. Okay.
Bones, remind me when we get to the ship to eject my first officer out the airlock.
Regulations aside, go fuck yourself. I'm just here to take my clothes off in one scene.
Did she die in this movie, or did she just not come back for the third one? I know she's not in
They
the
said
third
they
one.
couldn't give her. They were like, we weren't going to bring her back just to bring her back. We wanted, if we did, we wanted to make sure she had something to do.
Oh.
And not
So
just be
unlike
eye
her in
candy.
the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, which I find odd. Like, we didn't want to bring her back because we didn't want her to feel like a pointless add-on in the film. But yet, at the same time, we couldn't find a creative way to bring her back either. Yeah. It's like, did you guys try?
They probably didn't.
Nah, probably not.
It might have been something that, like, they objected to her, like Peg being one of the writers of the third movie, maybe objected to her being in the movie in the first place and was just like, I'm not even going to bother. It's a Chekhov's gun.
Future Spock? Well, we used to be a military operation.
That's what you just said.
Oh shit, it worked. I take it back.
This movie's just aggressive dialogue, shouting, and then talking over each other. And the crowd goes wild.
Do any of you guys follow Kyle MacLachlan on Twitter? Speaking of Dune.
Yes.
Okay.
Big fan of Twin Peaks, though.
Yep. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
want to cut his bangs too. A fight that carries on to part 3. You gon' die. Oh, shit. Didn't even think about that before I said it. It was just the red shirt thing. I apologize to everyone listening.
It's okay. I knew that was coming too.
Damn my loose knowledge of Star Trek.
And current events.
More so current.
That's just like the most. That's just the most like honest moment that's happened so far in this entire this entire commentary.
Yeah, that I for a split second I thought about cutting it out, but I was like, you know what? The same thing. You know, it's an honest moment.
Yeah, it's not like a racial epitaph or you know, not that we do those.
No. That's why it wasn't like one.
It's like, yeah, man, it's not like we like edit out stuff that we've done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those trails.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Chemtrails.
It's real.
They're spreading chemicals through the space area.
Star Trek is real. No.
Your friend.
Your friend.
Jim. None of us knew him.
No, he's sitting in that chair. Hello. Do you guys ever see She's Out of Your League?
Yes.
With her? She's very charming. It's a good movie. It's got
Amanda Bynes. No.
your boy from Deadpool in it. He's wearing a shirt that says Stud Muffin. Just Stud.
T.J. Miller?
Yeah, T.J. Miller. Also, I think it has... Does it have Kristen Ritter in it from Jessica Jones? I think she's the girlfriend, like the friend of Alice Eve.
I don't remember enough of it.
Oh. Okay. It's a fun
Okay.
movie. It's like on one of those movies a bunch of times. Channels. FX.
You know what movies have like terrible posters?
Star Trek movies?
The 3 Abrams versus Star Trek movies.
Isn't one of them just them warping?
One of them's just like the Enterprise and warp. Like one for this one is just like the Enterprise falling through the sky.
Oh yeah. Startled me.
I don't know. I kind of like the homage ones they used for
The
Beyond.
the homage ones are cool, but I mean like the wide release like one sheets are
Oh yeah, or
quite bland.
with Benedict's back.
Benedict's back, or like the cocky looking faces for the 2009 where they're all like,
Oh yeah, put up against their branch
Smilex.
insignias. Yeah.
yeah,
I got to grin again.
Although there
And
was
again.
something great about those. They each set of 4, if you put them together, made a large symbol of the Starfleet insignia.
We got those at the one San Diego Comic-Con I've been to.
Yep.
If you put all the Iron Maiden albums like spine out, they create a picture of Eddie.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rusty but good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a vote of confidence.
What if Conan the Barbarian just showed up on the ship and he just was like, savage? I want to see that movie.
I know Carl Urban he felt he didn't have a lot to do in this movie, which is why he was hesitant to come back for Star Trek Beyond.
I mean, He has barely anything to do in this movie.
I didn't say his claims were unfounded.
Yeah.
It's an anime character in the background. Jesus. Hee hee.
I don't know. He was barely able to start the Enterprise last movie.
Zing zang. Boom.
Yet.
Let's go sideways for some reason.
I like how these random people just keep showing up, filling in chairs.
Mud, of course, being a reference to Harry Mudd from the original series.
And, not water and dirt.
Hey, you beat the shit out of me in the last movie.
The reason why they... it's in another deleted scene, but the security guards are killed by Klingons in a deleted scene. That's why you don't see them for the entire action sequence that's about to happen.
I do remember liking this action sequence coming up, and I like the look of the Klingons.
It was that action sequence that I always kind of pointed to after J.J. Abrams got the director's chair for Force Awakens. I was like, that's a Star Wars-esque. I mean, you could argue it's all Star Wars-esque, but I was like, that one in particular.
There's an accent there that we'll never hear.
It comes and goes, just like Pete's Dragon, apparently.
Just like Pete. Look, I love Carl Urban. I love his performance as Judge Dredd, and I think he's a lovely man. We've met him. He's fantastic.
He is.
I don't like his performance in any of these Star Trek movies at all. I'm sorry. Especially 3. Oof, man, they love talking over each other in this one.
It's almost the exact opposite of what he says in Beyond.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are we done waxing philosophical? Yes. Good. Action scene. Again, tonally more consistent. Hey, it's like that planet in the first Mass Effect where you fight the Thorian. Where's the Sky Bridge? Kind of there. Basically, what you should take away from these J.J. Abrams verse commentaries is that you should probably play Mass Effect.
We're big fans.
Yeah. Andromeda coming out soon. Though not soon enough.
Mm.
Did you ever play the iOS Mass Effect game? What was that, Infiltrator?
Yes.
Was it any good?
I mean, it's an iOS game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I mainly put more time into the ones that get you bonuses than the other games.
Yeah. It's like the Millennium Falcon, but not the Millennium Falcon.
Mm. Send the red shirts.
Then we attack second.
Don't you mean
Maybe
retaliate, sir?
third. We'll let the Klingon shoot first, then shoot again, then we shoot.
I do like the Klingon design in this film, which was originally designed for a sequence that ended up being deleted in the first one.
Yet another mutation of the Klingons.
Yet another permutation of them.
Oh, pardon me.
General Chang. He's not here. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Captain Cock.
Yeah, I think he's the one in the back left.
Just look for the one with one eye, right? Or am I? Yeah.
God, those subtitles are so big she could beat him to death with them.
I'm hoping something like that happens in the next Deadpool movie.
Fingers crossed.
It's like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where one of his special moves is his health bar.
Yes.
Yep. Oh man, those laser guns look so much cooler than their other ones.
It's weird that they chose the coloring that they went with the subtitles, where it changes color depending on the color scheme of the shot.
Hmm.
It makes it kind of difficult to read.
Oh, my dick!
It's a pretty badass gun.
He's basically dual-wielding weapons he should not be able to fire single-handedly.
Because he's superior.
In every way.
The only way he is superior is at dying. It's a Doctor Who reference for anyone that didn't get it. Don't worry about it.
That's when the Daleks are fighting the Cybermen, isn't it?
Yes.
The Daleks do not identify to inferior species. You have identified yourselves as Daleks.
Shit.
I think, yeah, it cuts to like a Dalek like with like the antenna twitch like shit.
But yeah, even though this is an action sequence, I'm already kind of bored.
Just in case you didn't know who it was, by the way, it's me. They had originally offered the role to Benicio del Toro,
Oh, that would have been way better.
but he turned him down.
At least he kind of looks like Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah. They were auditioning.
You know, like right race.
Yeah, they were auditioning. Well, technically, he's an Indian character.
Sorry.
But yeah. But originally, while Edgar Ramirez was auditioning, Spielberg recommended Cumberbatch because he had just worked on him in Warhorse.
I like in this next scene, he does more damage to himself. He's just standing there like, what are you doing?
Book 'em, Dano.
I always wanted to say that.
Hey, it's just like the Avengers, or the Dark Knight, or Skyfall. All of which came out before this.
Hey, remember when we complained about there were no prisons on the Starship last time?
Yeah.
They got one installed finally.
I suppose. Let me show you my forearm in 3D.
Wow! It's like he almost punched me in the face.
Well, at least he's got a companion in the form of HAL 9000.
Do you want HAL 9000?
I'm sure Harrison wouldn't complain.
Eight, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. It's in a book.
You know, I just realized that their uniforms have tiny little Starfleet insignias making them up.
It's like Superman's,
Not completely making them up. They're just randomly there.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like Superman's insignia uniform from Returns.
Mm-hmm.
We need more dubstep.
Is this that Bloody Beetroot song they did for the movie?
Sounds like it. This was during the era of films. It was like almost a 10-year era where every movie had to have a club scene, including The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And the Facebook movie.
The Social Network.
Yes.
I mean, that makes more sense than The Dark Knight.
You make more sense than The Dark Knight.
Thank you. That's you.
Hey, their drinks have ice balls, too.
They must be at the Ice Ball Whiskey.
They're in the basement of the Ice Ball
It's
Whiskey.
club night at Ice Ball Whiskey Bar.
Fucking movie.
It's alright, Jake. We only got, like, about an hour left to go.
You know, like the last 5 minutes of like your shift at work always feels like another shift all over again. That's what this is feeling like.
It's been a while since I've had that feeling. I miss that feeling.
It's a really loud I like how their communicators can work that far.
But they can't teleport that far. Christ, how many lens flares is on that ship?
Yeah.
This is the movie where he, after, you know, all the reaction, like, that was this one where J.J. Abrams was like, look, I get it.
This is the one that broke him.
Yeah.
There's literally one scene where you can't see a damn thing for like a good minute. And he actually had the guys in Industrial Light and Magic try to go in and reduce the lens flares. We've already met.
You met my other personality. This is the real one. It's finally taken back control.
I have to get naked for no reason. I remember even like in the movie, I was just like, ugh, when that shot happened. I wasn't excited to see a half naked girl or anything. I was just like, why? Why is this here? I am comic relief in this movie. No, I guess he's been comic relief in all of them. The character kind of always was comic relief.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets serious shit to do on the show, and like, you know, Wrath of Khan, he's fucking like brainwashed.
Yeah.
And then all he does in Star Trek the movie is get his arm set on fire.
When did he become the flirtatious one? For this scene.
When he was stuck on a deserted planet with a woman that wasn't his ex-wife.
She took everything but my bones.
Dr. McCoy, if she has a missile, I think you might want to run away.
Don't you dare judge. Why not?
How?
There's a man in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I remembered that, but I didn't even consider that might be why it wasn't able to differentiate.
Yeah. When all else fails, just yell shit at it and rip stuff out.
That's what I do. Bill Pullman.
That's where he's been.
Oh, Jupiter. Why didn't you just say Oh. Glad to see that the red spot is still there.
Superheats the whole planet.
Botany Bay.
Oh, no!
I never saw Botany Bay.
Oh.
Bunny Way. I made that same joke in the movie. It sounds like
It's Bill Hader.
okay. I like how no one cares that he just
There is a deleted scene where he tries to pass off. He's like, yeah, I'm delivering food, and they're like, okay.
They couldn't have him say shit. Yeah. We're only allowed
It's
one shit per every 20
It's
minutes.
because the silly doors sound like shit when they open.
Well, yeah, they do sound like shit. Ah!
With the freezing or naturally?
Naturally, but he doesn't I mean, he's frozen. He's like Austin Powers. He's in suspended animation.
Right. But that's what always confused me about that line. Did he mean like would be 300 without the freezing, or he's 300 because of the freezing?
No, I mean
Without the freezing.
Yeah.
Cool.
As everyone in the theater goes, yep.
No shit.
Even the way he delivers it kind of was just like, meh.
Yeah. Even Jim's like, yeah, I kind of figured.
And also, like, it just had no build up. Like, there was nothing like, oh shit. Like, it leaned on the fact that the audience knows who Khan is. There's nothing within this movie that makes that mean a damn thing. And my body.
Marcus, didn't he get lost in his own museum? I like how Benedict Cumberbatch does kind of like a ventriloquist dummy thing with his mouth, like this entire movie, where it just goes up and down.
And words magically come out.
Yeah, he emotes with his chin. He doesn't do it as badly here, but like when
I noticed it earlier. Yeah. I was like, it's such a weird way for his. It's almost like he's one of the Canadians in South Park, where it's just an up and down motion. It's like he's auditioning for. He's auditioning for Smaug, showing single tier Benedict.
Message.
Well, thank you for waiting until Khan finished his line. Who's Khan?
Yeah. Shit. How do we take out the Enterprise with a bigger, darker Enterprise?
There it is. It's been like 15, 20 minutes. We can say shit again.
It's Peter Weller looking at the script and just
Well,
he sees the script and sees the paycheck, just like, well, shit.
Well, shit, I got more of this to do. And he said the go word.
You know who's a bridge officer on the USS Vengeance? Nolan North.
Oh.
Keep an eye out.
Botany Bay?
Why did Khan put his people in the missiles again?
To smuggle them out.
Oh.
Worth it. Look at his scar. It looks like a stupid Star Trek logo.
I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah. Just in case there wasn't enough on
J.J.
his...
Abrams was like, you know what? It would be really cool.
There's not like there's
scar.
enough on his body.
Yeah. He said Ed Wise.
What if they just dropped out of warp as soon as they could tell the Vengeance was coming, and the Vengeance just kept going? Space is infinite, man. Infinite directions.
I ask that question pretty much every movie I watch with a car chase.
Sam, you're
You
putting...
know what movie answers that? Pineapple Express.
It does.
Because remember that they just hit the brakes too.
Yeah.
And then they go, why did you do that? And he goes, I thought they would stop. And they were like, no. And then this chase ends. I always thought that was such a great fucking thing. Because like we were always been thinking that, and they just hit the brakes too.
This sucks for the people in engineering.
Basically anybody that gets sucked out into space, because there's always people in Star Trek. I feel like it's just the same like lady that gets sucked out.
Yeah. Oh, but they're like in warp. They're like, this is kind of metal.
Yeah. Faster than light.
What if they just live in warp? They're like, yo, we've been shot out of warp. This is now
They become part of the Speed Force.
New territory. Nice haircut, idiot. Nice bald head, idiot.
Nice ridiculously blue eyes. Idiot.
Oh, there's that same girl
Same lady.
dying like an idiot.
It's the same scream.
It is.
It for sure is.
It's the girl from the beginning of Star Trek 2009 where she gets sucked out. It's me. It's Carol. Alice Eve.
Let me introduce myself again.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
I, too, like to live dangerous.
Oh.
He is.
Is that Nolan North in the back? Oh, he's, yeah.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's oh.
That's so cool. You've passed the test, son. Why does he look blind?
Again, yeah, I feel like all the
Too much
everybody's
lens
eyes.
flare. Yep. Yep, that's Nolan North. Not saying a thing.
Put that voice to use.
Seriously.
We're not going to use our torpedoes that we've shown before. We're going to use this random railgun thing.
Ooh, two of
That
them.
takes way too long to power up.
That's about average for a real gun. Too long to power up. It's a pity you never actually get to see it fire, too.
Or whom?
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, he's on that ship. Thanks for spelling that one out. Would not have been able to put that together.
It's okay, Sam. This movie likes to think we're all idiots.
Maybe we are, Josh.
I mean, we
Yeah,
are
this
watching.
is
We
the
are watching.
12th time we've doing this.
This is the second time you've seen this movie in what, a week? Who's the
2
idiot
weeks?
now? Who's the idiot now?
To be fair, I didn't get to finish it.
Oh, darn.
No, well, we'll just stop where you stopped.
Yeah, have you stopped yet?
No.
Our camera tripped.
One of the legs is out. It's fine.
Just let it go.
Yeah. Steady cam's off balance. It's fine. It's fine.
It's always been you. Get it? Tribbles.
Bones. Isn't there a bunch of wounded people since we've been almost blown out of space? Yeah, but I like tribbles.
But look, it's so furry. And if I bring it back to life, maybe it'll start populating the ship. Also, we need to make a reference to truffle. Fucking
Truffles.
trefoils. Plus, we need to make a reference to tribbles every movie. Did they make one in the third movie? I can't remember. Or did they get beyond that?
They've finally gone beyond Truffles.
You think?
Truffles.
You never get beyond truffles. Do you think the reason why it's called Star Trek Beyond is because Simon Pegg's a huge fan of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Who cares?
Yes.
It wasn't even picked up by your mic, Jake. He said, who cares? Squeaky? Squeaky? I believe this is the scene where we get R2-D2. Helmets like that have to be really annoying with the light shining right in your face. Sounds like me when I'm running.
I like the bullet one from last film.
Random crew members.
What's propelling them?
They have thrusters too, but
Right.
also, yeah, I mean,
Depressurization initially, right?
yeah.
Damn. Now to find
Let me
the
break
R2
my
unit.
arm, and then shoot some heroin. No.
Just like an iPhone.
It's cool. His super regeneration powers means he's able to hit space debris and be completely fine.
Yeah.
His suit too. Yeah. It's like Superman. He can his aura
Protects the clothing he wears. That's why he doesn't work in the med bay.
think we missed R2.
Hmm.
It was really easy to see him on the big screen, but my TV's not big enough.
There goes inept security guard. Spends more time asking questions than doing literally anything else.
Yeah, like being productive.
That's what he gets for being bad at his job.
Good thing this hangar is so fucking huge.
I thought that was trash disposal.
Spock.
Last time we see Leonard Nimoy, like in anything.
Man, I really hope everyone else on the bridge was read up on that. Dude, she just bitch slapped RoboCop.
Con!
How you doing, Jake?
Struggling, man. He's like, oh, fuck.
Botany Bay?
That being said, run, motherfucker. Run.
Oh!
Run,
Motherfucker, run. Run, Spocky, run.
That being said, he killed you once, so fuck his shit up.
That being said, he's sexy as fuck.
He won't hesitate to kill every motherfucking soul on the goddamn Enterprise.
One of Leonard Nimoy's conditions. He had two conditions for the cameo. One, to be seated for the entire filming, and second, to constantly have coffee-flavored ice cream available. I am making neither of those things up.
God damn, Nimoy. I like that kind of negotiation.
I want to have that kind of clout someday.
I'm going to have those exact terms written into any cameo I ever do in my life. If and when the opportunity presents itself.
I do love coffee-flavored ice cream.
Mm-hmm. And sitting.
It's the closest to coffee I'll ever get.
Mmm.
He says.
Fan service.
Shit.
Con! That's what I should have put on this the soundboard. Just Kirk yelling "con" from.
That was our one Nolan North line.
Yay!
And there he goes.
And dead.
That means hit him twice. Which Scotty completely
Scotty
ignores.
has one job, and he fails.
Gloriously.
Camera's falling over. The tripod's messed up again.
It's a GoPro attached to Benedict Cumberbatch.
And so am I!
He's totally channeling Batman for this, right?
No, his Batman's actually pretty even keel.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't have to save you. She's not my daughter. He's out of the chair. That's what you wanted.
And one more. Maybe two.
Where was he trying to go?
He was trying to get a weapon.
Oh.
Even though, like, all those bridge officers had guns. I say that every morning.
That's his audition piece for Smaug.
You betrayed Shiva. If you destroy the ship, you destroy Krypton. Krypton out of chance. Krypton.
Krypton?
Krypton. That guy looks like he has red nipples in the background. Wah, 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 wah.
He does.
In the future, everyone has red nipples.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm the perfect man. What is going on with his lip? Holy shit. What, is it CG? Like, I swear to God.
It was his audition for the Joker.
I don't know what that is.
He's auditioning for the Grinch.
Look at it. It looks like it's fake. Like last time, he was just like, it like collapsed in on itself before an M, and he was like, this is just the worst.
That's why he's such a beloved actor.
That's his superpower.
It's for the ladies.
And CGI dragons.
So Alice Eve just saw her dad's head explode and then got stepped on. Or reverse that. Just stepped on and then saw her dad's head explode. Perfect. Perfect. I feel like he's like in better shape in this movie than he is in what we've seen in Doctor Strange. Like he's got more bulk. Which granted, Doctor Strange isn't like, let's get fucking jacked.
And
here.
he's supposed to be jacked.
Yeah, I mean, there was a deleted shower scene.
Whoa!
Like, of him in like the brig, like showering.
That would have been dope. Whoa, what's that raisin story? Turned around like, how many fucking hits can the Enterprise take?
Not
I
many.
feel like some movies it's like it's just
Well, the shields are still up.
Really? Because there's just explosions
He just
everywhere.
said shields at 6%.
Oh, well. When half of it blows up, not much of a shield.
Somebody else made the connection, Josh, about Cumberbatch and the Grinch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I knew it.
She's been stepped on.
Damn right, and I'll do it again. They're cold.
Son of a...
Give me a drink!
What?
Was that the thing that the Lawnmower Man becomes when he gets digitized in the movie The Lawnmower Man?
When did they
With
get
Pierce
back
Brosnan?
to Earth?
Who
'Cause I
knows? There's
remember
like
them
another like
warping,
45
but
Yeah,
minutes.
they were in between Earth and the Moon.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that warp got them pretty far then before they were knocked out of it. Because they went from Earth to right outside of Kronos, and then from right outside of Kronos to Earth.
Yeah, I remember it took them like a while to get there.
Yeah.
Now, but yep.
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 All due respect, sir, but you can kiss my ass.
Yep.
Mm.
I want those seatbelts they have. This was one of the first times that helped make the Enterprise
There's that girl
feel-
again.
Dude, that lady is
Yeah.
fucking everywhere and dying everywhere.
Yeah. But this was one of the scenes that helped make me realize how big the Enterprise really can be.
I mean, this class of the Enterprise houses, what, 450 people? The next gen is like 750?
Yeah.
At one point, Dr. Crusher says something about a complement of almost 1,000
Yeah.
in
It's
one of
even-
the episodes.
The one they get at the beginning of In Between Generations and First Contact's even bigger.
Oof.
Crisscross gonna make you jump.
It's a lot of nuclear material.
Well, I mean, it's probably a nuclear reactor.
It's probably antimatter, right? There's antimatter
Oh, yeah,
in
that's true.
in the Enterprise engines.
And that's radioactive.
It's certainly a hazardous substance.
I mean, everything's radioactive. If I wanted to be a dick about it. Good thing we established that he was going to be in this department.
Earth's gravitational pull can't grab something all the way from the moon. BT dubs. They were closer to the moon. If anything, the moon would be pulling them closer.
The Earth is bigger. Tides.
Again, if they're closer to the moon.
Hollow moon. It doesn't have gravity.
It also shouldn't have been where it was as well. So fuck it all.
Just for Chris's sake back home, he's not being serious, guys.
The moon is hollow.
For movie's sake, the last 20 minutes of this film makes absolutely zero fucking sense.
Yeah.
The first hour made sense?
Oh, God.
I like to think the first hour got us to a point that decided to no longer make sense.
Like I said, what I like about Star Trek Into Darkness is the tone is more consistent and the action scenes are better, but a better movie that does not necessarily make.
Yeah.
So another way you could say that is it's a shitty action movie.
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take you out with one punch because I'm One Punch Man.
Remember.
How Spock do this thing again? Now, is he already being bombarded with radiation?
Yes.
Okay.
He was being bombarded with it when he opened the door.
Man, the reactor chamber got a lot bigger than it did in Wrath of Khan.
Yeah. And completely redesigned.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, it's so simple in Wrath of Khan. It's just like lift.
Well, see, this is what happens when Khan designs
Yeah,
the Enterprise or whatever the backstory was about him being awoke. Bless you. No, you're supposed to kick it away from you, not down. How's that effective at all?
It's sideways.
It's getting it further away. What?
The Earth's gravitational pull.
Sure.
hit it.
Okay. Fine. Hollow moon. Got it.
Yeah. Riptides, waves, typhoons.
Lizard people under the crust of the earth.
Horseshoes and me red balloons.
Yeah. I went through the clouds.
We need to show something cooler than it coming through the ocean.
Wait, clouds worked the last time.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then it goes in front of the moon to show, like, the bat symbol. This is the future, man. We don't believe in miracles.
We believe in automated seatbelts.
I don't know why I'm running.
They also mirror some of the... That's a nice mirror of the shot of Wrath of Khan. Though it's a little tighter in that.
It looked like he tried to put his hand on the glass. I was like, oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to do that yet.
I don't even think the decontamination process was running with that door in the background open.
No, it couldn't have been. But did I save you? I know that because I watched Star Trek The Wrath of Khan.
Old you lent me his copy.
On Betamax.
Ooh. because I needed you in this scene. Here it is. Here it comes. Oh.
Nice guy.
He's now the lead singer of The Cure.
Yeah. He's got the guy liner.
He's gone full emo rock band, sir.
The Cure and the Smiths. Doubleheader.
There's no stopping it. Or that.
He's about to take out Alcatraz. There it goes.
Escape from this.
Yeah, just like that J.J. Abrams TV show, Alcatraz.
Or that The Rock movie by Michael Bay.
Not with The Rock, just
Oh,
The
if
Rock.
only. If only The Rock featured The Rock. But I don't think he was a thing then. Or at least definitely not out of the WWE.
Yeah, give it another 5 to 20 years and we might get that sequel reboot.
I'd be okay with that. I said search.
Practical.
Yee! Tiger. It's kind of similar to what happens at the end of Beyond with Idris Elba's character.
Yep. Just that's where we get our free fall sequence too.
Yeah. Those people just were like, all right, well, fuck it. That guy stopped. I'm going to cross the road.
Look at those doctor men.
What do we do with dead people?
This is the 24th century. No one dies. 25th century?
23rd.
Yeah. Whatever. No one dies. Is it talking or farting?
It's all the same thing.
Why not both? This dribble is dribbling.
This tribble is truffling.
What?
Acting!
Hey, you guys remember the robot jumping from the prequels? It's made a stunning comeback in this film.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. Well, that was a waste of a prop. And now it's just like the train fight in Wolverine. Or the Wolverine, or whichever one.
The Wolverine.
Welcome to Ball Ice Cube thing. What was it? Ball Ice Whiskey?
Ball
Ball
cube,
whiskey?
ball cube whiskey. I don't know.
No, it wasn't a cube. It was a sphere.
Ball ice whiskey.
Ice ball whiskey?
Ice ball whiskey.
Ice Ball Whiskey. Welcome to Ice Ball Whiskey.
Welcome to Ice Ball my whiskey. Our chicken nuggets are half off.
You sound like oh fuck, what's his name? It's gonna bother me. Mind meld.
Only a Jedi can do that.
I'm sorry, Master, but you know how I always have to choose the right car. Or whatever the fuck he said.
Oh. What about all the other cryomen that they have? Because they all theoretically are genetically superior too, right?
And why can't they beam
Yeah,
him while he's moving? They're able to beam a man
Yeah.
in warp!
And
Also-
Chekhov, the one who said, I can't do it, they keep moving, beamed people who were falling from a
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah. Also, why is Khan's signature move like the head crush and not like literally any other move he could do other than head crush?
Because head crush.
He hasn't learned any
Hollow
other
moon.
moves yet, Sam. We haven't powered him up enough.
I want to break your arm because you said I couldn't break bones. And then somehow do whatever that was.
It's the Batman v Superman scene. Ooh, that was Indiana
Why
Jones
did you say
punch.
that name? Why did you say it?
The person I was thinking of was comedian Stephen Wright.
Oh yeah, I spilled spot mover on my dog, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
I will say I do like Spock's performance in this. I think it's easily the best out of the entire cast.
Yeah.
And it's not just because he yelled Khan like a stud. What the fuck? Yes, he yelled like a spud.
Like a sponge.
What the fuck? Why are they wearing a different outfit? Another different outfit. Yeah, we just skipped all that.
Super blood.
I forgot how like abruptly that scene ends. Like Jesus. It's like silent too, just like.
Save it for the next movie.
Top men.
I guess that means like if they wanted to, Benedict Cumberbatch could come back whenever, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Botany Bay. I shall have my revenge.
I'd like to think, though, his dreams are him being Doctor Strange. He's thinking, I'm dreaming of being in a better movie.
What do I do with my hands? That wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch at all.
Where's the 5-minute rebuilding scene?
It's still the regular old Enterprise, not the Enterprise A.
Yeah. They still had to reconstruct some of the
It
massive
was, it was
damage.
just mostly tore up. It
Yeah.
wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
Ooh, they switched it to no one.
What they do for next
did it
gen?
right.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Yeah.
commenting on the fact that the original series was no man.
Well, 2009 ended with no one.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm just now noticing it.
No consequences.
Yeah.
So up until this point, they hadn't officially been on that 5-year thing.
They were just
Yeah.
just doing
Part
shit.
of the
They were
family.
just dicking around.
Hmm.
And she was never seen again.
It's like, wait, Beg, how did you write her off the ship? Just happened.
Oh, we're best friends now. Yeah. Me.
We're done.
Yes. Oh my Christ.
Oh my! Jesus Christ!
What the?
There are like all these planets in the process of exploding.
Yeah.
That's why there's such a chipper tune to them.
Like especially that one.
Yeah. So that was 50 years of Star Trek.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
Cut it, print it.
And here's to 50 more.
Nope.
Now
As far as I'm concerned, Star Trek is
Star Trek Discovery
over.
soon. But yeah, what'd you guys think?
Still my least favorite of the Abrams.
I actually
Although I think I would still watch it over my least favorites of the original series movies.
Yeah.
yeah, me too. I mean, I remember when we saw it in theaters, like I enjoyed it, but I actually hadn't, seen the 11 previous ones. So
Now in context.
yeah, I'm glad we had fun in our misery, but let's never do this again.
So you're saying you don't want all the Planet of the Apes movies?
Uh,
All right.
Just the Tim Burton one.
Yeah. 7 times.
Yeah, yes. 7 different commentaries.
no, can we just see Jason Bourne continuously lose his identity?
Well, I'm
Regain
glad.
it?
I'm glad you bring that up. But we'll save that for next week. This has been another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
Live long and prosper. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.